And good evening, everybody. Welcome all you race fans to another Friday night racing under the lights. Tonight, the North American Racing Series goes to WWT to wind up the regular season. That's right. Tonight is the final race of the regular season tonight, as these guys looking forward to getting into the playoffs starting next week. And obviously, the main focus and the main storyline has been really the dominance of Parley over the past week. Starting with last week, last Sunday night, or last Saturday night rather, when North American Racing Series went to Pocono and Parley won the pole, won stages, swept both of the stages, one and two, and then took home the checkered flag. And then taking that performance and taking it into Thursday night in the Phantom Racing League, and not only winning the pole, sweeping both stages, and taking home the checkered flag. That he is just an absolute dominant performance and a dominant streak that he's just been on the past week as he comes into tonight with being the points leader, obviously, and pretty much has, for the most part, wrapped up the regular season championship. He's in first place with four, or I'm sorry, he's got three wins on the season. He's got the most wins on the season with 3 wins on the season. But he's got a very comfortable lead. He's got a 426 points to second place John Waterforce in second place in the one car, and John Waterforce has 358 points. So that's a pretty substantial difference in the two. Third place is Azriel Looms with 354 points, only 4 points behind John Waterforce. So he's in striking distance right there, and then you get into a couple of the guys here in the top five that are not going to be in the race tonight. In fourth place in points, you have Racing Propane, and fifth place, you have Thart. Both of those guys, Racing Propane and Thart, are not going to be in the race tonight, which is very unfortunate. And we'll look forward to seeing them next week for round one of the playoffs, as they are definitely obviously locked in. As T Dog is in sixth, Aussie Rules in seventh, Zach in eighth, Snowy in ninth, Reinov in 10th with that performance last week, getting into the top three, and then Brother Nero in 11th, and Amar is now in 12th at the cutoff line. And with Amar getting that win at Talladega was absolutely huge, as that was one of only two top fives that Amar has had on the season. So Amar right now is in, and JB is behind him right now on the outside. Right now on the outside looking in, he's out, as JB has 193 points and Amar has 207 points. So that's only 14-point difference in who is going to get that final playoff spot. So the final playoff spot is going to come down to Amar or JB, as Haki Bukaki is in 14th in points and not going to be in a race tonight. Timmy Racer rounds out the top 15 in points. And I'm hoping Timmy Racer's in the race tonight. I'm not sure if he is or not. I haven't got a confirmation, or I haven't got any confirmation that he is or he isn't racing. So cross my fingers and hope for the best. Man, I hope Timmy will make it. I know that these guys should be going qualifying. Let's see here as we get on Amar's stream. Oh, I got on the wrong one actually. This is the one I wanted to be on. Okay, here we go. as they are just starting qualifying, actually. All right, now I just got on the qualifying stream, and they are just starting qualifying now. So qualifying is underway. We'll see how it turns out with qualifying. P. Fulton back in the race tonight. Look, glad to see him back and in that 4 car as he missed last week under the weather with the flu. So glad to see P. Fulton get better and get well and is back on the track in that 4 car tonight. I'm looking for him to be strong as well. He's had a couple really strong races before missing last week, and I think he's looking to just finish the season off strong as well. But these, looking at this playoff picture here with the points, I mean, it's like I said, it's going to come down to Amar and JB. So every point matters as there's a 14-point difference on who gets that last playoff spot. As the playoffs start next week at, let's see, the playoffs start next week at Michigan. So Michigan is round 1 of the playoffs. And they got the 3 races in round 1 with Michigan, Texas, and Dover in round 1 of the playoffs. Atlanta, Charlotte, Roval, and Las Vegas in round 2. And then they finished the season on April the 5th at Homestead for the championship race. So that is 7 races after tonight. So a seven race shootout to who's gonna take home that trophy. Who's gonna take home that hardware? Right now, like I said, Parley is absolutely on a just absolute tear. Absolute tear. Want to, as while I got the moment to these guys finishing up qualifying, I want to give a special thanks and shout out to our sponsors and our good friends and partners over at Nasdaq Racing League. Without your guys' support, man, we wouldn't be able to put this on. So thank you guys over at Nasdaq Racing for everything y'all do. And also to Elvin Priest, owner of Phantom Racing League, and those guys over there at Phantom, man, they put on one heck of a race last night. I tell you what, Flash put that pressure on Parley from beginning to end, and it was a heck of a race. I saw it late last night and early this morning, and I mean, Parley is just on an absolute dominant performance streak. I mean, he's been unbeatable. Was last week at Pocono, and we're gonna see what happens here as it looks like they are just now winding qualifying up. And so Parley will make it in, and we'll have 12 drivers in the race tonight. Timmy Racer is in the race tonight, so Timmy Racer is here and is racing tonight in that 43 car. Oh man, I gotta go for Timmy Racer being the underdog, the one to unseat Parley on his incredible run that he's been having of wins. On the pole tonight, John Waterforce gets the pole. Congratulations, John Waterforce in the 1 car. He's going to give it everything that he's got tonight. There's no quit in him, even though Parley's got a substantial lead. Parley is in the race but missed qualifying, so he will start in the rear of the field. Not sure if that's going to play a factor in with Parley or not, but he didn't have a chance to qualify for another straight pole because He didn't get to qualifying, so he didn't get a chance to qualify. But he is in the race, so he's going to start in the rear. But John Waterford, second in points. He's going to give it. He's going to give it hell. He's going to give it everything he's got, like he has all season long. And it's been awesome watching John all season, this regular season, putting everything he's had and trying to keep Harley somewhat, and within earshot a little bit as Parley has gotten on this tear. So now we just need invites. Let me let these guys know here. Real quick. Okay. Here we go. Oh, come on. Alright, give me 1 second. As I'm just letting them know that I need some invites. And I'm ready to go racing when these guys are. There we go. Now I got some invites. Now I got an invite going on. I hope to get some more here. There we go. Now I'm going to get some flood with. Now I always want to make sure I get flooded with invites. Yeah. There we go. Yep. Always want plenty of invites just in case. Now, I live out in the country, so and we're looking at some bad weather tonight. They're calling for maybe 4 inches of snow tonight. That's going to be moving in here, and yeah, I live out in the country, so I mean, a lot of times, my power will, kind of flicker for literally a second or two, just long enough to lose connection and everything, and I have to reboot back up. So that's why I always would need make sure I have plenty of invites. But I'm ready for these guys to get going racing. I'm ready to go when these guys are. I got some invites. We're ready to go. We're ready to fire it up and get this. See how this is going to turn out in this regular season finale at WWT for the North American Racing Series. We'll see if anybody can unseat Parley tonight. Come on, guys. Go ahead and let the clock roll. We're ready to go, guys. We're ready to see some racing. Let's rock and roll. Alright, let's go. As these guys should be firing up here any second now. And while they are getting everything fired up, let's take a look at the team points. The team points, EH Racing has a slim lead with 797 points over Thart Racing with 784, but with Thart missing the race tonight and not being able to race tonight, that could play in the factor. And we are getting the join, and we're going to join up. And we're going to go racing here at WWT and the North American Racing Series regular season finale. As here we go, let's get on in here. As like I said, John Waterforce on the pole tonight. And got everything ready and rocking. Alright, now I was able to be able to go back and forth between streams now. Now I got more than one stream back on the streams. Alright. As we are all loading in and getting ready to take off here at WWT, can anybody unseat Parley tonight We're going to find out as we are now green at WWT, the Gateway at St. Louis. And out front early is John Waterforce, the pole sitter in that one car. Let's introduce these guys to you real quick. In this one car, as you know, John Waterforce driving that number 1 car from the pole tonight. Timmy Racer in the 43, starting on the outside pole. He's riding in second place in that 43 car, already putting pressure on for the lead. Asriel Looms driving that yellow Pennzoil number 22 Ford tonight. He's out there looking to get into the playoffs strong next week. Same with Aussie Rules. Aussie Rules has had a great end to this regular season and has got a lot of momentum carrying himself into the playoffs. We'll see what he does in that 14 tonight. P. Fulton, like I said, glad to see P. Fulton back out in that number 4 car on the track from having the flu and being sick last week. Glad to see him back out there. T-Dog in that number 7 car, he's in the playoff spot as well. He's looking to gain momentum going into the playoffs next week. Next up is Zach. Zach, also another playoff driver. He's going to look to try to see what he can do tonight and see if he can steal himself a win as he sends it under P. Fulton here for position. Next up is Snowy. Snowy, he's sitting in 10th in points coming into this race. He's looking to get some momentum, and he's looking to make sure that there's no question that he's going to be in the playoffs by the end of tonight, and he will see Michigan in that playoff. Amar, here's Amar. Here's the last player in the playoff chase of 12. He sits 12th right now in the last playoff spot in that number 99 car. We're going to be following Amar all night. As he bounces off of the wall, turn 2. That's going to allow Snowy to get around him for a position, and he's going to lose a lot of momentum there, if not quite a bit of damage. As his competition, JB, right here in a 2 car. Here is JB, who is 13th in points. He is on the outside looking in. He has got to beat Amar tonight to get into the playoffs. That is JB's job. That is what he needs to do to get into the playoffs. It is simple as that. Beat the 99. That is the only thing on his list tonight. Next up is Reinov. I think Reinov has some kind of mechanical issue. I think he's already taken it to the garage. And Parley in that 42, starting from the rear of the field, he's already starting to move his way forward one by one, picking them off. As we go back to the front, back to the leaders here, John Waterforce still out front in the lead in this 1 car with Timmy Racer right in second, as he's got a challenge now from Asriel Looms in that number 22 car on the outside. Asriel Looms going to try to get this outside line working, which you can do here at WWT. And that's one of the things I love about this track. This is such a fun track. Timmy Racer got the momentum coming off of turn 4 and got the position back for P2. But Asriel Looms, I like how he uses that higher line. And remember, this league, this series, this North American Racing Series, these guys are sliders. So let's ride around with John Waterforce, our leader, and see how he gets around this track one time. And that is a lap with the leader, John Waterforce. That is how he is getting around here at a blistering pace. at a fast pace right now. He is setting the field right now on fire a little bit. Timmy Racer in second as he tries to catch up. Asriel looms and Aussie Rules in this lead pack that has broken away from the rest of the field. And if you're these four guys, you want this pack to get as far away from Parley as possible. As right now, these guys are kind of sitting in line a little bit. We're only in stage one. We're just beginning this race. No need to push it for these guys. These guys just kind of look like they're just kind of riding along right now. Just want to get some laps, log some laps, get some of those past, get through this stage one. As we check in with P. Fulton, who's now behind the 42 of Parley. And this is P. Fulton riding in the 6th position as Parley now is already up to 5th. As we ride with Parley as he's now looking under Zach in 5th position as Parley now all the way already up to 6th position from starting in 12th. And that's how fast he is gotten through the field. And there's the interval between as he now looks underneath the 5 car. The 5 came down, but it gave him plenty of room. Those guys didn't touch. They hold it off of the corner. And Zach able to keep hold of the position if only for a little bit. As Zach currently in 5th and wants to hold that 5th position. He does not want to let Parley by if he can help it. But here comes Parley now getting a run off of turn 4 down the straightaway. This is for 5th position. And Parley looks like he's going to go in the corner and take it over. He's going to wash up. Let's see if Zach can complete the crossover. He comes crossing over on him off of turn 2. Oh, he gets a little bit loose. Gathers it back up. He's going to lose a lot of momentum as here comes T-Dog and P. Fulton now as they catch up to Zach. Zach got loose there. Oh, and T-Dog in the 7 car got real loose off of turn 3 and turn 4. And he had to get out of the throttle. As that's going to be a common theme here at WWT as so many of us. Nope, as there he goes again. He's going to get loose. That 7 car is breaking loose off of both corners. And that's what I was just about to say is it's going to be a common theme here all night tonight is these cars getting looser and looser as the run goes on, which is a common problem here at WWT for a lot of these drivers. As we check in with the front pack here, these guys now starting to kind of spread out. There's, you see the gaps in between each one as we check in with Asriel Looms in a 22, currently riding in 3rd position. As Asriel Looms, he comes into the race also 3rd in points. And here he is riding in the 3rd position as not sure what happened. Let's see. Not sure what happened here. Hold on one second. As I check the stream. And caution came out we are under caution, in-game caution, as we have about 5 laps left in stage 1, but the in-game caution came out, and there's looks like might happen. The 99 with a lot of damage to the front end, a lot of heavy damage, and that's not what you want to see on the 99 car, as he is, like I said, right now he holds that last playoff spot. As we jump off to the front, John Waterforce on the top, as Snowy in the 48 on the bottom here. Snowy trying to grab the lead here on the restart. Gets up, washes up just a little bit, makes a little bit of contact. No harm, no foul, but here comes Timmy Racer in the 43 going 3 wide down the backstretch. Timmy Racer in the 43 saw the opening and he took it, as he's going to send it now into turn 3, and he's going to take the lead in the 43 car and put the John Waterforce in the 1 back to second. Here comes the 42 of Parley. He's got something to say, and also the 14 of Aussie Rules. Here they come, sending it into turn 2. They're going to go 3 wide here. Off of turn 2, Parley in the sandwich, in the sucker hole. The 5 of Zach looked like he washed up a little bit, just made a little bit of contact with the wall, but not much of really slowing them down here, as they're going to send it into turn 3 here. Now, Aussie Rules in the 14. Oh, and Snowy bounces it off the wall for turn 4. The 14. Oh, he's going to get into contact. And that was the end of, come to the end of the stage, I believe. Yep, that was the end of the stage. Stage 1 goes to Timmy Racer in the 43. As that caution made it basically a 1-lap shootout, a 2-lap shootout to the end. And Timmy Racer took it 3 wide on the backstretch to make it happen and win stage 1. Finally, a new stage winner other than Parley. But then again, that may have been because Parley didn't have enough time to get up there, especially with the late caution that came out. But here we are. And he kick off stage 2, and the 14 of Aussie Rules going to lead us to the green flag here. Come on, Aussie, get that 14 going, baby. There we go, get it into turn 1, send it low in there. Here comes Azrael Looms in the 22 on that outside lane. Oh, off the wall just a little bit. That's going to back up the field. Oh, did that have the accordion effect? Those guys, that backed up the entire field when he got off of the wall up there. As these guys now really jammed up. Now here comes the 43 of Timmy Racer. He's got a head of steam, and here with John Waterforce in the 1 car, he's going to send it in turn 1 under Timmy Racer. He's going to try to take that second position back. And he's going to bring the 48 of Snowy with him, or try to. Timmy Racer shuts the door and settles in now in third, with John Waterforce now in second. And as you see, that 42 car sucking right up in there. Here comes Parley in the 42. It's almost like you hear the theme from Jaws from that as that 42 makes his way. It's almost like you're hearing the theme of Jaws as he makes his way through the field. And you know he's coming for you. And here he comes, now looking under Aussie Rules. Going into turn 3 and makes the pass with ease. And now put Parley up to third. John Waterforce currently out on point for a minute. He washes up. Opens the door just enough for the 43 car. Oh man, I messed that one up. The 43 car of Timmy Racer coming off of turn 2 down the backstretch. He's going to look for the lead again under turn 3. And Timmy Racer is going to complete the pass off of turn 4 and take the lead Timmy Racer in the 43 back to the point. As we are now in stage 2. Timmy Racer, your leader, and he's got John Waterforce on his bumper as they try to utilize a draft, but here comes the 42 of you-know-who. There's Parley. He's almost kind of like hunting them down like Jaws, almost. And here he comes. As he now tucks right up behind the one car of John Waterforce. And gonna patiently ride here and wait for the opening as he's got Asriel Looms in tow. As they take it down the front stretch with 14 laps to go in stage 2. So still the 42 got a little tight there, kind of moved up, he got off the throttle. And the 22 had to back off. As they come down this long backstretch around this egg-shaped oval that is WWT on this Friday night, a beautiful Friday night, especially here. It's cool, it's crisp. Expecting some snow tonight where I live. But right now out in front, enjoying the clean air and the view, is the 43 of Timmy Racer. He right now is liking what he's seeing for a moment. He's not liking what he's seeing in his rear view, as that one car is starting to really put on a tight challenge now, because he sees that 42 and the 22 right on his tail. So John Waterforce now knows he's going to send it in because he's going to go for it. And John Waterforce knows he's got to go. And Timmy Racer going to block that low line as they travel around this egg-shaped oval, almost like a flat Darlington. As we go into turn 1 and turn 2, Timmy Racer still holding the lead over John Waterforce. And Parley in third. Asriel Looms now in fourth. And Aussie Rules round out the top 5. Now let's try to check in here with our playoff battle between Amar, the 99, and the 2 of JB. As you see right now, Amar in front of JB as Amar holds that final playoff spot. Now, JB knows that he is driving for that playoff spot, as JB now kind of starts creeping up here now behind P. Fulton and Amar. And this is going to be for position, as Amar, this is for 8th, 9th, and 10th, as P. Fulton is now in 8th as he battled for 8th. This is P. Fulton in 8th. But now Amar on the outside is 8th, 9th, and 10th. Where either way, JB is 10th, sitting here in 10th. As we watch this battle unfold between Fulton and Amar. Here comes P. Fulton again in the 4 car. He's going to come in again underneath of him in turn 1. Looking to make this pass and try to take this position over. This time he's going to be able to do it. Ooh, Amar pushes up just a little bit. He's going to get out of have to get out of the throttle on that one and lose that momentum and lose 2 positions now. As now Amar could be on the outside looking into that playoff spot with the 2 making that pass. As Amar actually still has a 14-point lead. So Amar does have a little bit of a points cushion on this 2 car that's right now in front of the 99. As Amar in 10th and JB now in 9th. As you see T-Dog and P. Fulton now going under Snowy. As we check in with P. Fulton, as he's now going under, looking to go under, there's a 48 of Snowy into turn 1, tries to send it in, moves up, pulls up just a little bit, makes a little bit of contact. Snowy gets way up high, and the 2 and the 99 had to regroup. These cars probably starting to get really, really loose at this point, as they are late in the run with 15 of 19 laps down. So we've got 4 laps to go here in stage 2 as they wind this thing down. As they are really setting the pace, as right now John Waterforce has taken over the lead from Timmy Racer. There's been a shakeup up front. As we were checking in on the playoff picture, there was a shakeup up front. As now John Waterforce takes the lead, is in the lead with Timmy Racer in 2nd. And now we got a battle for 3rd with Azriel Looms and Parlee. This is a battle for 3rd position. Azriel Looms has it, and Parlee wants it. As they come off of turn 4, down this long straightaway, with 2 laps to go now. So John Waterforce has 2 laps to go, and 1 lap to go the next time by for John Waterforce, trying to win this stage. And right now he is getting the pressure from that 43 car of Timmy Racer as he comes off of turn 4 and crosses a line to take the white flag in stage 2. John Waterforce trying to capture the stage win here, trying to make up some points on Parlee. As does the 43 have anything for this 1 car in the final turn? As he comes off of turn 4, no, that's going to be John Waterforce taking home stage 2. Congratulations, John Waterforce. Timmy Racer in 2nd, Azriel Looms in 3rd, and Parlee in 4th. And Aussie Rules rounds out the top 5 with T-Dog in 6th position, P. Fulton in 7th, and JB in 8th. So JB comes home in 8th position, and Amar came home in 11th. So that could be a big difference there with playoff point, with the getting in the top 10 there for JB, finishing 8th in stage 2 for JB. So P. Fulton in 7th, JB in 8th, Snowy in 9th, and Zach rounds out the top 10. But John Waterforce takes stage 2 and is looking, if he can, for his first win of the season. Hard to believe, John, he's been up there running in the front all season and has yet to score a win. But here he is. He's going to lead us to the green for stage 3 at WWT.
Race over. We're on for full live tonight.
As we just kick off stage 3, John Waterforce out front with Azrael Looms in second. Timmy Racer now in a battle for third, as he's got it, but now here comes Parley in the 42. He wants it. He's going to take a look underneath of this 43 car, and they're going to go side by side. Try maybe. Nope. Parley not able to get the run off of the corner. Not able to get the run off of turn 2. Now Parley's going to try to settle here, or going to put the pressure on Timmy Racer now. He's trying to settle here in the third position and try to track down the 22 of Azrael Looms. And Timmy Racer looking to get that next win. I know he is, as now he takes a look underneath of the 22 car on the backstretch. He's going to send it in underneath on there on turn 3 here, but he's got the help of Parley in the draft. Coming off of turn 4, going to complete the pass off of turn 4 and take over the second position, and that's going to open the door for Parley and the 42 car to now get underneath of Azrael Looms and also Aussie Rules. So here comes the freight train almost on Azrael. Now Azrael able to get the momentum and able to clear Aussie Rules and settle in fourth position, as that moves Parley up now to third, Timmy Racer to second, and still chasing our pole sitter and stage 2 winner John Waterforce here in the 1 car. And John, man, he is giving it everything he has in this season finale here in the North American racing season. Next week we start the playoffs at Michigan next Saturday night at Michigan. Or I'm sorry, Friday night. I'm just thinking that tonight was Saturday night. It's Friday night. But here we go now. We got to change for the lead. Here comes Timmy Racer. He had to run underneath of him. And here comes John Waterforce, able to fight back on the outside and get the momentum. Kind of stack these guys up here a little bit. Now Azrael Looms is going to send it underneath the Parley into turn 3. They're going to battle it in the middle of the corner. Parley on the outside. He's going to try to get that momentum off of the corner. Able to get it and clear Azrael Looms. And there's the 14 of RC Rules also right there. Right in the hunt with this lead pack. And you got this lead pack of 5 now, all chasing John Waterforce, as the second pack being led by P. Fulton in 6th, Zach in 7th, T-Dog in 8th, and Amar now moving up to 9th. Now that's, like I said, that's significant. That's the race of the night tonight, right there between these two guys, the 2 and the 99. Right now, Amar has that final playoff spot coming into tonight, and the 2 wants it. And the 2 was able to finish 3 spots ahead of him, or 4, I believe 3 spots ahead of Amar in the 99 in stage 2. Will he be able to pass the 99 and pass enough cars to make up the 14-point cushion that Amar has on JB? And that might be the saving grace for Amar, is having that cushion, as he tries to look under the 48 of Snowy. But that is our race of the night, really, to watch, our race to watch of the night for that final playoff spot, as everything remaining status quo up here with our lead pack. Now Aussie Rules wants to get racy a little with Azrael Looms and took a look into the inside. Only took a little peek there. As we are now in Stage 3 at WWT, the North American Racing Series. Want to give a special thanks once again to our partners and sponsor over at the guys at NASRAC Racing League. Thank you guys for everything you all do and your partnership, as well as the Phantom Racing League. I want to thank you guys as well, Elvin Priest, the owner, and Parley on a dominating performance last night in that Phantom race. Absolutely dominated that race from beginning to end. And here he is now, just moving up to second position in front of Timmy Racer, as he made the pass for second, and now is hunting down that lead that is held by John Waterforce. Here comes that 42 car, as they've got 40 laps to go in this race. So 40 to go. They're going to have one green flag pit stop. So they'll have that green flag pit stop to make it. Granted, we go green and the caution then comes out, but we have had one or two cautions. I know we had the one caution. I think we may have had two. I think it was just a one caution tonight. So unless a caution comes out, then we are going to see a round of green flag pit stops. And kind of makes me wonder if that's what these guys are kind of riding it out for now, as these guys now settled in here behind the one car, and Parley not really putting any pressure, not too much pressure really on the one car. As like these guys just kind of riding right now. Let's check in with this playoff spot. There's Amar in the 99 with that big, huge win at Talladega just a couple weeks ago. Has him sitting in that 12th and final playoff spot, with JB coming into tonight 14 points behind him, trying to get into it. And that's where you see these guys are running. As now Amar just made the pass on P. Fulton. Move Amar up a position. That's for 9th, as he's trying to track down Snowy, who is up in the 8th position. Snowy also having a pretty good run tonight. Up to 8th. Here in Stage 3, he was running top 5 earlier in the race as well. Having a very good run for Snowy. Also T-Dog in the 7. T-Dog's having a great run tonight. He's been in the top 5, top 7 all night, as he's still... looks like he's about 7th or 8th. And he's having a great run. Another great, solid, consistent top 10, and top 7, possibly for T-Dog. And the same with Zach and 6, as Zach is 6th and T-Dog is in 7th place. So Zach is in 6th place, having another great run. Currently in 6th position, and has himself locked into the playoffs as well. Having another solid run here, Zach is. Just getting some laps logged here in Stage 3. Ooh, as we check in the back, as a 2. The 2 car and the 99 car. These guys are going at it almost. They are doing some battle. They are doing some racing for that playoff spot. I tell you what, boy. Let's get on these guys here. These guys are going at it, and they make contact in the corner. Oh, we got a car around. Big wreck. The 48 of Snowy came around, and the 2 got collected. Oh, man. Heavy, heavy damage to the 2 car. Oh, man. He had nowhere to go. The 48 car, not sure what happened, but was sideways, had lost his spun it. Something happened. And the 2 car had nowhere to go. Oh, man. And caution did not come out. Or no, here, caution is out now. Caution is out. As they had to go around and complete the lap. Because they raced to the line for the caution. So when they throw the caution, they race to the line. But the caution, we are under caution. Now this changes a lot. This could change a whole lot because there's 32 laps to go. So next time they cross the line, there'll be 31 laps to go. So when they go green, they'll have about 30 laps to go. Now it'll be really questionable and borderline if these guys can make it. On 30 laps. And they all come down pit road. They're all going to get 4 sticker tires and top off with fuel. And then they're going to fight this thing out for the next 30 laps here at WWT in the regular season finale. And Parley came into tonight with pretty comfortable points lead, as he's now going to come out second. The fight off the pit road was for 3rd and 4th, as Real Looms was able to win that fight for 3rd over Timmy Racer, who's come out in 4th. Aussie Rules in 5th. Oh, nope. Looks like he gave it back. So he did. He gave it back. So Timmy Racer did beat him off, and is going to restart in 3rd position. And as Real Looms in 4th, Aussie Rules in 5th, Zach in the 5 car in 6th, with T-Dog in 7th, P. Fulton in 8th. P. Fulton driving that 4 car up to 8th spot. Snowy in 9th, and Amar in 10th. So those are our playoff guys. That is Amar and the 99 and the 2 of JB. Those 2 guys are fighting for the last playoff spot that will start next week at Michigan. We've got 30 laps to settle this battle here at WWT in this season finale, as Parley, he's trying to fight for this lead here on the outside, as he's going to drag race down into the corner, turn 3. He's going to send it up high wide. He's going to see if he can get the momentum coming off of the corner. John Waterforce coming on underneath of him, coming down the front stretch, and Parley able to make the clear and take over the lead, but John Waterforce is going to try to send it under here and makes a little bit of contact with the 42, and now here comes the 22 of Azriel Looms getting his nose up in here. Are they going to go 3 wide? They thought about going 3 wide, but Timmy Racer gives the 1 car, John Waterforce, a big push and put the 42 car back to the point. Out in front is Parley, and he's going to try to take off. We'll see if these guys will let him or if they're going to be able to keep him, as we got a race here in the back. And for P. Fulton, got way down, almost in the grass, it looked like, as T-Dog made the pass in the 7 car around P. Fulton here. P. Fulton able to get a hold of it and straighten it out. As we got a battle now up here for, looks like 5th spot. As Zach in the 5 car, he wants that 5th spot. As he's getting up here, Zach having a great run in his 5 car tonight. As he comes off of turn 2, down the backstretch, comes right up on the 14. Now he's going to take a look under the 14 car, and he's going to go and he's going to take over the 5th spot and break himself into the top 5. Great run for Zach in the 6 car, as he has gotten better and better every race himself. Having a great run tonight, and we got a changing of the guard back up here up in the front, as now Asriel Looms sends it in under John Waterforce, and John in the 1 car able to get the momentum off of turn 2 and clear pass Asriel here in the 22, with Timmy Racer now in that 43 car, hunting the rest of these guys down. And then Zach trying to catch up and not trying to let this lead pack get away. Along with RC Rules right in tow. And P. Fulton and T-Dog in the 7 as well. And as we look right behind T-Dog, here comes the 22 with the 99. The 99 going through the grass a little bit. This is for that playoff spot, and now the 2 car of JB is now again in front of Amar in the 99. We're going to see how this works out as far as the playoff picture, but right now JB came into this race 14 points behind Amar for that playoff spot, and that 14-point cushion coming into the race might be the saving grace for this 99 and getting his ticket punched for the playoffs. As we check back in with our leader, and that is Parley here in the 42. And now we got a change here for 3rd position, or a battle for 3rd position, as Asriel Looms up now. And Timmy Racer comes in and comes underneath and takes the position over. So move Timmy Racer now up to 3rd. And now let's see if these guys can draft the top 2 guys of Parley and John Waterforce, as we've got 22 laps to go here at WWT. And if give me just 1 second, guys, I'm going to be right back in just 1 second. All right, I am back. I'm sorry about that, y'all. I had to go take care of something real quick. But we are back, and I knew I would not, I would not let these last 14 laps go um, without calling these guys off. As well, we have had a change as the lead, as you guys saw, as John Waterforce now in the one car in the lead. With Parley in second and Timmy Racer now still in third, with Azriel Looms in tow in fourth, Aussie Rules in fifth, and Zach in sixth. As here is the battle with 13 laps to go, 14 laps to go. Now let's check in with our playoff drivers. There we see Amar in a 99 and JB in the 2. JB has now made the pass on P. Fulton in the 4 car, but now here comes the 4 car looking to get back the position. This is significant because it's a matter of points between JB and Amar, as Amar is trying to get into this playoffs. And here comes JB now looking for another spot, as he comes now and gets underneath the 7 car of T-Dog. This is for position. This is for 7, so JB now up to 7th spot. And Amar back in 10th. That is significant. If JB can hold that, and he comes down and shuts the door on the 4 car. Amar makes a little contact with the wall. That is for that playoff spot between those two guys. Back to the front. Still the same as before. Still the status quo. John Waterforce back out front. Harley chasing him down in second with 10 laps to go. So 10 laps to go in the regular season here at WWT for the North American Racing Series. John Waterforce looking to put a stop to the reign of terror that Parley has unleashed this past week. Putting together just dominant performance after dominant performance since Pocono last week here with the North American Racing Series. And then went out last night in Phantom Racing League Pro Series and dominated Richmond. Won the pole, swept both stages and the race at Richmond last night in that Phantom Racing League race. That was incredible to watch. And now looks like he's starting to lose ground to the 1 car of John Waterforce. John Waterforce looks like he's starting to put a little pace now in between he and that 42. As we have 7 laps to go now in this race, and John Waterforce looking to extend his lead further now and try to bring his thing home. Ooh, Parley up in the wall just a little bit. Gave it a little kiss for good luck, I guess. We'll see if it brings him some, as John Waterforce hammers down on the throttle. Can he hold off these next 5 or 6 laps and take home his first victory of the season in this North American racing season? Is still out front and by a comfortable margin. Parley in second, Timmy Racer third, Azriel Looms in fourth. That's the battle for position there. Timmy Racer in third and podium. But I know Asriel Looms would really like to get up here in the booth. If he can get that third position away from Timmy here in these last 5 laps. Let's see if he can reel him in here. And try to take over this third spot. Timmy is going to block that bottom. He is not going to let Asriel down below him if he can help it. As John Waterforce now looks to cap off his first win of the season. He's got about 4 laps to go. Harley in second. Timmy Racer here in the 43 in third. And we ride with 4th place Asriel Looms. As these are the top 4 here. And Asriel Looms trying to find a way around this 43 car in these final 3 laps. He looks to the high side this time, trying to see if maybe he can get some momentum off the corner. And try to use that draft and reel him in. As we've got 3 laps to go now at WWT. Can Asriel Looms get around this 43 car for the 3rd spot? That's going to be the race on the track, and here comes Asriel Looms on the outside. Made a little contact with the 43, no harm, no foul. As they cross the line, 2 laps to go. I know Asriel Looms wants this 3rd position. He wants the podium. But so does Timmy Racer in this 43 car. You know Timmy wants this third spot. As they come off the corner now. Down the front stretch. John Waterforce takes the white flag out. 1 lap to go here at WWT for John Waterforce. Trying to cap off and take home his first win of the season. Into turn 3 for the final time. Here comes the battle for 3rd spot. That's between Timmy Racer and Asriel Looms. John Waterforce off turn 4 and wins at WWT. And in the process, he ends the 42 of Parley's reign of terror that he has unleashed this week. And puts an end to the win streak of Parley. And John Waterforce takes home the victory tonight at WWT. Parley in second. Asriel Looms able to get around Timmy Racer at the line for 3rd. Timmy Racer in 4th. Aussie Rules in 5th. Zach in 6th. Snowy in 7th. P. Fulton in 8th. Amar in 9th. And JB rounds out the top 10. So Amar able to get around the 2 car, making it significant. And with that 14-point lead, that should seal and punch the ticket for the 99 car into the playoffs. So the 99 of Amar will make the playoffs. And John Waterforce collects his first win of the season. And couldn't happen at a better time in the final race of the regular season heading into the playoffs next week. We'll bring these guys in here for a quick interview. Let's get these guys on here and give me 1 second, folks. Okay. There we go. We're getting these guys on in here. Alright, send these guys the invites. There we go. As they come on up in. And I know John knows where the booth is.
Chris, they're running the ARCA race tonight. I mean, if the race is over, you ain't gotta worry about nothing.
And all we need now is one more as we wait for John to make his way up into the booth. There he is now. Then we will get to our top three now. And in third, it was able to make the pass on Timmy Racer at the very end and come away and kind of steal that third spot. Man, as Real Looms, congratulations, dude. You had a heck of a race in that 22 car tonight. Congratulations getting third spot, my friend.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun at a track that doesn't really rely on draft, and you can actually, drive the car. And yeah, the ending there, Timmy sputtered at the very last second and slowed down. And good thing I was alert because I would have ran right in the back of him. And he sputtered, and I stole third place somehow. So
Okay,
uh,
I was wondering,
yeah,
I was wondering how it happened because we saw and then and saw John come home with the win, so we didn't see there at the end how that came about. So that you that's what happened. So the 43 of Timmy sputtered, and you were able to make the pass there coming off of turn four.
yeah, it was a great battle the last, probably 20 laps with me and him. Just, nose to tail and sliding around the corners. That's kind of how I like to race. Is cars are bad driving and you know not as much draft dependent. I like to actually race and drive the vehicle.
Well, you got to do that tonight, man. You got to race. You were racing good with there with Aussie Rules, and John Waterforce and Parley and and Timmy all night long. You were up there in that top five, top three, fighting for the top three all night long, man. I mean, you were right there. You had such a good car tonight, man.
Yeah, it was a lot more fun than last week. Last week I just couldn't catch a break and I ended up with a terrible finish, so I'm glad to bounce back from that.
Well, congratulations, man, and good luck next week. We will see you in the playoffs as well, my friend. As we will see you at Michigan next week, and as we start the playoffs, man. How does this getting this this top three tonight? How does that fare for you? Getting that momentum moving towards the playoffs in Michigan starting next week.
Yeah, in the words of Denny Hamlin, racing is completely momentum based. So any momentum you can catch, you have to capitalize on it. And now I feel like I'm moving in the right direction. So hopefully we can get a win. Um, if I can get through the first round, I think I can have a really good shot at making the final four with the road course, I believe, being in the second round.
Right.
So I'm I'm ready for the playoffs.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Well, excited to see it, man. Excited for you, dude. Congratulations on getting third place tonight, Ezreal, man. That was an awesome job.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Definitely, man. That was a heck of a job by Azrael Looms in the 22. And let's go to our second place finisher, which is some haven't said this and haven't heard this in I mean second place in over a week. Parley, man, coming from the back to the front, you almost had it there at the end, brother.
I almost did. Yeah.
Oh man, you drove the wheels off the thing, man. You had that one heck of a car tonight, man. Tell us how you were able to do it, and tell us how the race went for you.
I kind of I had no idea what I was going to expect out of the car. Just I hopped in and I threw in a tire adjustment that I had on my that I raced in Phantom a while ago, hoping that'd work with the wedge. That did not work. So I had to. I was playing around with my car all night, just trying to figure something out, and I kind of figured something out there in stage two. I was lucky enough to play around with my setup after that first caution, so I can get another break. And with the track like this, it's on sliders, man. I forgot how loose it gets on the long run. Like my car would run really good on the green flags until it got to about 17 laps to go for fuel, and my rear would just kick right out, and I couldn't go full throttle. Like it was so loose. So
Hmm.
but there was I mean, I'm happy with the P2. I didn't have the fastest car in the field, obviously, so I'm definitely happy to take second position, especially going into the playoffs.
Well, I mean, you drove the tail off of it. I mean, to know, kind of, because it was funny, because when I was talking to you earlier today, and you said, because you missed qualifying and got into the race just in time, and you said you have had no practice time and you have no idea how this was going to end. I'm like, oh my good God. Oh, man, you had a hell of you drove it through the field really quick there in stage one.
Yeah, I did my best to stay off as much as I could, and my car wouldn't really brake very well going into turn one, where if I really had to put the brakes on it so my car could rotate, and I just didn't want to hit anybody in front of me, and I know that's such a hard braking zone, right? Where especially we're trying to make passes, it's easy to bump into somebody, and you know what I mean. So it was just I was trying to play around with my car there. That's what I was trying to work on the most, and got through it as clean as I could, and hopefully no one's too upset with me.
I would think so, man. I mean, you took home, the regular season, championship, man. Congratulations. And like you said, man, the playoffs start for real. That's where it really starts next week at Michigan, dude.
I'm ready to go. I put a little bit more time into it. Playoffs. I like Michigan. Very fun track. It's definitely a toss-up. It's I would definitely say it's probably a super speedway, honestly, with these cars. So
Hmm.
I'm looking forward for that race. I think it's going to be very entertaining. A lot of lead changes and a lot of action and entertainment.
Man, congratulations on this entire season, man. You had a heck of a run, and hey, dude, congratulations on that dominating win last night in Phantom in Richmond, dude.
No, thanks,
Wow,
man.
wow. I turned that on late last night, and I was just watching you and Flash battle it out there, and going back and fighting. And I mean, I was like, man, you were just you were just on a tear all week long, man. Just starting last week at Pocono, sweep, got into Phantom last night, swept that one too. Man, you've just been on a heck of a tear, dude. It's been awesome to watch, dude.
Thanks, man. And yeah, it's good to take home the regular season trophy. Uh, Definitely, shout out to John too. Getting this one, I knew he was going to get one, so he had a great race too. So congratulations to him.
Definitely. And we're going to do just that, man. We're going to let you go, Parley. Congratulations, brother. Man, that was an awesome job. Well, we're going to see you next week when the playoffs start, man. That's
Oh yeah,
congratulations.
thanks, Shady.
Always, man, always. And let's bring up that winner. And that is finally John Waterforce in this one car in victory lane for the first time this year. Finally. How does it feel, John?
Feels good, man. Really good.
Congratulations, man. Tell me, man, you had a car to beat from starting on the pole, man. You just had a rocket ship all night tonight.
Yeah, it was a really fast car. start of stage one, I knew it was fast. I mean, we qualified on pole, and I made no adjustments. I just went a little more wedge just to combat the looseness on the end of a run. So that was the only adjustment I made. I just learned the car and won it. So.
Coming into the race, man, in the pre-race, I was talking about, man, you came into the race second in points, but I mean, all season long, man, you have, just come out and, given it everything you've had week after week and running up in the front all season long. I mean, how does it feel getting this win as you go into the playoffs next week?
It feels good. I mean, momentum's a real thing, so this really does a lot for me to finally get the wins, and maybe it'll make it a little easier to get another win in the playoffs and for my quest to win the championship.
I kind of feel like you broke the ice a little bit, getting this win tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I had to do the same thing last year. I didn't win at all in the regular season, and I won 3 playoff races, so this is similar to last year, how it went. But hopefully we can win it all this year.
Well, you're gonna have your shot, man. Starting next week at Michigan. That's where it all starts. I mean, how do you feel? Looking forward to Michigan and getting a chance at it, dude.
Well, Michigan, like Parley said, it's a drafting track, so I mean, you're gonna have to have a little luck go your way and put yourself in the right spot. But it's a fun track. I always enjoy going to Michigan, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens next week.
It's going to be fun for sure, dude. I cannot wait, man. Playoffs going to start next week. John Waterforce, man, congratulations. You really did have a car tonight, man. At the end there, we really saw you start to pull away from Parley. And, I mean, you just really had the car to beat, man. I mean, what was kind of going through your mind there when you start to see yourself pull away from Parley at the end?
No cautions. I was I was trying to get 5 to go as quick as I could, and once I pulled away from him, I started to take a little pressure off myself and just make laps and not spin the car out, which is a pretty hard thing to do here. But
it seemed like those last 5 laps would never end.
Actually, they went by pretty quick. It was from 15 to 5. That was really, really long. Whenever I made the pass on it and getting the 5 laps to go, it seemed like it took a really long time, but the 5 laps, they went by pretty quick.
Well, awesome job, man. Congratulations. Finally getting the first win of the season, man. Gonna let you celebrate and take it into to Michigan next week in the playoffs, man. Congratulations.
All right, thank you, sir.
Awesome win, man. Awesome win. And congratulations on all these guys on an awesome regular season. And next week we're going to start the playoffs where things are going to start to get real for these guys. It's go for the hardware and go for everything. And we're going to see it, and the gloves might start coming off. And we're going to see everything next week at Michigan. I want to thank all you guys for tuning in. Without you guys, we are absolutely nothing. So, guys, thank you guys all tuning in and checking the race out. And each week, thank you guys. Congratulations to John Waterforce getting his first win on the season. Parley in second, and As Real Looms rounds out the top 3. Thank you all for watching. We're going to see you all next week. Good night.